Well, thanks to yesterday's Money in the Bank, we've decided that we're going to have a video called Let's Talk About the WWE and why we haven't really been paying too much attention to the Raws and stuff like that. I mean, my issue with watching WWE started when John Cena and Randy Orton had their rivalry, which I didn't really like that much. It was just, it always felt like it was the same thing. They were like claiming it was like The Rock and Stone Cold.
Yeah, claiming it was the rivalry, which it wasn't even that good.
It really wasn't that good. I mean, I think, I used to watch it because like I didn't really have much else to do back then. This would have been about 2009, wasn't it?
I believe, yeah.
So I didn't really have a lot to do anyway. So I figured I'd just watch wrestling and see if it would get better, and I just couldn't. Also, it was the Chavo Guerrero and Hornswoggle stuff that was going on.
Yeah, they really know how to like destroy someone with that.
I mean, let's start off with talking about why we don't watch Raw. I mean, like, with me, Raw's just like it seems to be going into this kind of like, let's be as like very condescending as possible, and let's go like as far away from wrestling as possible because no one wants to watch wrestling on a wrestling show.
When they try, it's good. When they like you see last night, it seemed like they weren't even trying. They can put on a good show when they try. They weren't trying.
That just irritates me because people pay to get in and they don't even care. That's what it feels like.
We also watched this thing called Are You Serious? WWE I put on, and they really know how to insult their fans. They're alienating their fans, and that's not a smart thing to do. Like, if you're thinking like logically, if you're like in a business, the worst thing you want to do, especially in entertainment, is alienate your fans.
That's one of the reasons why I don't really like Road Dogg. I mean, he showcased just how much of a coward he is. I mean, like, the only time, not coward, but just how untrustworthy, him and Kevin Nash. And, like, I mean, I've got respect for Kevin Nash for being able to make money. Yeah. But, like, you know, you wouldn't be able to trust Kevin Nash.
Nash being able to make money with doing as little as possible. He's a smart guy for that.
I mean, Kevin Nash is good at business, but, like, it's just, you know, they all insult everyone. I mean, just because like all the wrestlers are in TNA, they'll take short stabs, but like they're slagging off WCW. I mean,
like WCW. Although, it wasn't as good as WWF at the time, it's tons better than WWE is now.
I know, exactly. I mean, WWE ruins everything.
WWE has ruined countless amounts of storylines.
Yeah.
Nexus, CM Punk, Brock Lesnar, they've all been ruined. I'll give you an example. SummerSlam of 2 years ago, Nexus should have won the tag team match. Yeah. Because they looked weak by losing.
Exactly. I mean, like, with me, one of the main reasons why I can't watch, and this is just like loads and loads of people, and I feel like it's sort of like being a dead horse. John Cena getting rammed down our throats is getting a bit sickening and a bit exhausting now.
The following people that I can't stand on Raw are like John Cena. Like, I want to like him.
Same here.
I do. I try to like him. I try to enjoy his matches. I do find some sort of enjoyment.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it's just way too obvious who's going to win.
I know, it's because, like, we were speaking about if John Cena didn't win Money in the Bank, it wouldn't have really mattered because he would have become champion anyway. That's how it's going to work. That's how. I mean, like, we were also speaking about John Cena with the whole his gimmick. He's had the same gimmick for at least 7 years, I believe.
Yeah, something like that.
I mean,
7, 8 years.
That's longer than the likes of The Rock and Stone Cold.
Yeah, Stone Cold started to think his gimmick was getting stale, like, way before that point.
I mean, like, when WWE was wanting Stone Cold to be against Ric Flair, who was the owner of Raw, Stone Cold was like, that's getting a bit stale. I want to go up against someone like Eddie Guerrero, you know, just to change it up a bit.
Yeah, like, establish new stars. Stuff. John Cena, it's all the same with John Cena. Like, who else in the past year has been established? CM Punk, Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
That's it.
I mean, like,
Really?
although...
And Sheamus. But Sheamus was established before.
But, like, with, it's just, I just don't get, like... I mean, like, with the likes of Stone Cold and The Rock, they had, like, a few heel-face turns.
Yeah.
And, like, I don't understand why John Cena can't just turn. No one buys wrestling that much that they're going to get that upset if John Cena turns heel.
Maybe little kids.
Little kids are...
But you see, the thing is, little kids should try to get used to, like, disappointment. And also, they don't give... Although, yeah, it's recommended for kids. Don't, like... It's insulting to your intelligence. Like, I'm not speaking as a guy who's not a kid. I'm speaking as just a person, like a viewer.
Yeah.
If I was a wrestling fan, and if I just saw Raw with like Santino hitting people with a freaking sock puppet,
yeah,
I would be like, why do people like this?
I know because with me, I feel that Raw has just. I mean, like, it just stayed the same. And when we started, we've tried to, like, do this about a fortnight ago.
Yeah.
But, like, we were trying to, like, review Raws, but we can't even get through it.
You see, like, what I've noticed is Raw seems to be going on a circle.
Yeah.
It may be, like, a yearly circle. It's really good at, like, WrestleMania time. And then it gets awful. I mean, like, it is, like, cringeworthy. Really cringeworthy. So cringeworthy, you'll probably like.
Well,
yeah.
Like I just I feel it's just such a shame though, because like that's why it needs like competition. Unfortunately, although I like TNA, they're not competition enough, and it's partially because of the stupid choices that they make.
Yeah.
But there's only going to come because TNA is never going to go out of business.
Ring of Honor will never they're not even trying to go.
No. But like TNA will not go out of business because it just won't. It just won't. I mean, like how long has TNA been told that they're going to be going out of business?
I've been hearing some people say that since about 2008 or something.
Because I mean,
4 years.
There are actual reviewers out there on YouTube that are actually like saying the TNA is doing a better job than WWE, and that really shocked me. Yeah. Anyway, like with the whole WWE thing, could not get through an episode of Raw. It just felt so hard to watch.
The best shows I've noticed are the shows that barely any people watch.
Yeah, like
NXT and Superstars.
Yeah.
They have wrestling. You see, the thing is, the argument is they don't have the stars that people care about.
Yeah.
NXT, in my opinion, is a brand of its own. It has the former Chris Hero, now Cassius Ohno.
Yeah.
Awesome wrestler. And I hope he gets far in WWE.
The problem is I'm not really holding my breath for Chris here because WWE will just completely repackage him. Then he won't be over. I mean, it's the writing's fault that these wrestlers don't get over. Nexus didn't get over because they got destroyed by John Cena.
Lord Tensei.
Because
stupid gimmick.
Yeah, I mean, just have these guys, just make them, they need a bit more freedom. It's the script writing that gets to me as well. Also,
it almost seems like they're expecting way too much from, certain guys, like Sin Cara.
Yeah.
Sin Cara botches, yeah, granted.
Yeah.
But, I think a good majority of the time, it's the other person.
Yeah,
because they're not used to his style.
No, exactly. It's been told he's not used to the WWE style. It's like, well,
WWE are not Lucha Libre.
What's WWE's style? They take other wrestlers from other places, repackage them, and completely try and forget about everything that they've actually accomplished, and they're not allowed to mention it, otherwise they get suspended or something.
You see, they do occasionally mention that another Lord Tensei is an example of this. He just briefly got told, he's a former WWE guy who went to Japan. Why can't you just say, he used to wrestle as A-Train, Prince Albert, whatever he was called.
Sorry, go.
And went to Japan and stuff.
Yeah, it was just. I mean, with Chris Hero, he's not going to get anywhere, unfortunately. I mean, I'll be surprised if he does, and I hope I'm proven wrong.
Yeah, same.
But I can't see it, to be honest with you, because Chris Hero is not that kind of guy that WWE looks for, and it's so painful to.
You see, the thing is, Chris Hero is very great gifted on the mic. When he's a bad guy, you hate him. And when he's a good guy, you sympathise with him.
Because as long, I mean, with
John Cena, when he's if John Cena ever turns heel, I want him to stay the same.
Yeah.
I want to see him get beaten senseless.
Yeah, because everything John Cena does, it's healing it up kind of thing. Things he does, he's arrogant, he's cocky. I can't believe I forgot about this. It's when John Cena speaks to any of his competitors, he will look at them with this grin on his face that really grates on my nerves.
That completely destroys their credibility.
They'll have some
if they're saying speaking about the match, it'd be like, well, something like, I'm going to beat you. He has a stupid grin.
He just has a grin on his face, with the whole Nexus thing, just making jokes. If there was how much people were in the Nexus? There was at least seven of them. There was 7 guys are coming up to you. Doesn't matter who you are. You can be Arnold. You can be Stallone. You will be intimidated. John Cena stands there, grins at them, makes jokes, and Nexus just stay up there because that's all the writing is. John Cena has to be on top, and it's irritating. Why can't other people be on top with him? It's always the same way. Someone wins the title, and it's I always have in my mind, I'm happy that this person has the title.
John Cena will win it.
John Cena will win it in the end, and he'll start saying that he'll never lose it, and then he'll lose it to someone. He'll start crying, and then say, "Oh, I let you guys down."
He'll end up saying something like, "Oh, we all lose every now and then. We'll get the title back." I hate, it's the same thing. It's just basically
rehashing. All the time. It's just it's like reruns on Challenge. It's all the time. Just why? Why does that have to happen all the time?
But this is actual
10 years.
Real time. This has been nearly
7 years.
This has been over 7 years, maybe.
Yeah, it's mad. Every WrestleMania he has to win. Even if he doesn't win, it gets turned into this weird deal. Why is he's always in the main event? It does not matter about the title.
You see, the past couple of months.
Yeah.
Actually, all of this year, when John Cena has been in the main event all the time. The world title match has never been in the main event, which I was trying to not bring this up because everybody's bringing this up. But I have to. That means your title means nothing if it's not the main event. People who win the Royal Rumble don't main event WrestleMania. They're in the first match.
Yeah, I don't.
It's it has. Drew McIntyre has a more prestigious spot than who won the Royal Sheamus.
Yeah.
This year.
Yeah.
He was near the main event. He was after the Undertaker match.
Really, they need to start having someone who is at least the same caliber as John Cena, because it's the writer's fault.
And it's not Randy Orton as well.
I know.
Because you see people will be Randy Orton is Randy Orton's the best wrestler. No, he's boring.
Although,
he does wrestling locks all the time. Those are good for the start. Don't do it because it completely kills the momentum of a match.
Although it seemed like we spent all the videos speaking about John Cena, I do have respect for what he does.
Yeah.
But this is the final thing I want to get through. You brought this up. It was actually thanks to you, but I'm going to steal it and plagiarize it. John Cena does a lot for charity. And that shouldn't mean that he's an awesome wrestler.
You see,
because Sandman does it, and no one likes Sandman. Mick Foley, glorified stuntman. John Cena's not the only wrestler that
gave to charity.
But not meaning to be slanderous or anything like that, because I know this is going to come across. It almost feels like John Cena only does that to be on the good side of everyone. Because I couldn't imagine him doing that when he was back where he started off before FCW and things like that.
Yeah,
I wouldn't have seen him do that. What charities did he give to back then?
I have no idea.
It's just irritating.
You see, I imagine he would have heard about it because he was a big star. But the thing is, he's just doing it because WWE were telling him to. It's like the whole Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Yeah.
They're just doing it. because they're told to.
I mean, this looked like it was actually just let's talk about John Cena and why we hate him, which, we don't really hate him. And Raw. Well, okay, we'll see you. Bye.
See ya.